Hi friends. So once again I am here with my part 4 video with respect to context of an organization, which is really very important for an organization, because if we are not able to identify the context and the external and internal issue that can impact on my organization or my business. So that's why it is very important to take care about each and every context and their related external and internal issues. So in part 4 video, we will summarize and we will club all the actions which we learn in part 1, part 2 and part 3. That is context. First we context, then we will understand the external and internal issues, then we identify the interested party for external and internal issues. Then once we identify the interested party, it may be either external or maybe internal. Then we will understand the need and expectation of each and every interested parties. What is their need and expectation with respect to any specific issues. Then we will identify the risk and opportunity. If organization is not able to meet the need and expectation, what would be the risk? So on the basis of these exercise, we will identify the risk and opportunity with respect to each and every external and internal issues and the interested parties. So we will align these three things. Then once we identify the risk, opportunities, then we will identify whether this risk, how much severe it is for the organization, because it is also very important. If the risk is very severe, it can directly impact or immediate impact to the organization, then it is very important that our action should be strong so that such kind of risk should not impact on my organization. But if the risk severity is very less, so in that case, our action may be some lenient. So that you can decide on the basis of the severities, risk severity. So once we identify the risk severity, then we will go for the actions. Okay, what kind of action is required? And then responsibility. So this we will learn in next slide. So my next slide is related to all these three things which we learned in previous videos, part 1, part 2, part 3. So here we are summarizing. This video is very important because here we are summarizing all the contents of the previous videos, part 1, part 2, part 3. So first is context. So we learn in part 1 what is context. So here I have taken two samples. One is with respect to the quality, because in previous uh, part 1 and part 2, part 3 I have taken the sample for the quality. And one more example I have taken here, that is legal, which is also very critical and important for an organization, because there are a lot of incidents in organization where the organization fails because of some legal failures. So here I have taken two examples. One is for the quality and the second is related to the legal. So once we identify the context in these two directions, then we identify the issues with respect to each and every one. Like in issues, I have identified the quality issues. You can see the quality issues like product recall, warranties, performance issues, and fit function issues, some legal issues, etc. etc. So we identify all these issues in the second column, which is specifically for the issues. These issues could be external or internal. So when we are defining the external and internal issue, then we have to take care, we have to focus for external and internal issues both. Similarly, for legal issues. So in legal, sometimes some of the countries are having some legal requirement are related to product recall. In India, there is a Motor Vehicle Act 1988. So that is also having or defined some legal issues. So from there we can take some legal issues. And there is one more regulation which is called Central Motor Vehicle Regulation, CMVR. So from CMVR we can take some issues because this is also important for an organization. So on the basis of these issues, we identify the interested parties. So if you see the slide, then you will find there are a lot of interested party. There are some external interested party, some internal interested parties I have identified. Then I go for the need and expectation of the interested parties. Suppose if these kind of issues are there, suppose warranty issues is there, then what could be the need and expectation of the interested party? So here I have taken one sample. Interested party is end user. So what end user expect from the company in case of warranty issues? So their need is warranty should be fulfilled or warranty should be taken care within the defined time frame. So each and every organization has defined some target timeline to uh, clear these warranties or to satisfy the end users. So this is the need. And some expectation is customer don't want to pay some extra cost to avail this warranty. And customer is having the expectation that it should be with lesser time. So this could be the need and expectation of the interested parties. The next column is related to risk and opportunities. If organization is failed to meet this need and expectation of the interested party, what could be the risk to the organization? So I have identified some risk like market share. We can lose our market share if warranty is more or if organization is not able to meet the timeline, warranty timelines. So it is basically losing our brand image. It is also uh, relate with the customer dissatisfaction, which is also very important for an organization. So this is the basically risk, and there may be some opportunities. Suppose a company is able to meet the warranty timelines and satisfy the customer needs, then this is the opportunity for my company. Because in case of failures, if organization is doing the favor to the customer, that will help us to increase our customer satisfaction, and this customer satisfaction keeps us in market. Some of the organizations are having very dealership good network, service network. Through that, market is having some confidence on that kind of companies, and when they are they are taking the decision to buy a new car, they are thinking for that. That kind of company is having very good market network, service network. So we should go for that. So this is the opportunity for us to increase the customers, to satisfy the customer needs and expectation. So this is about the risk and opportunities. So once we identify the risk and opportunities, then the next column is for the actions. Or in between, you can identify one more column, that is for the severity. Severity, risk could be high, risk could be medium, risk could be less, low. Sometimes some of the organization can identify the risk severity in terms of some numeric values, 1 to 9. Suppose one number is there, it means it is showing that 1 to 3 is low, 3 to 7 is medium, and 7 to 10 is high. So some of the organization can take the decision, but that is organization's own decision, how they want to identify the severity of the risk. You can identify some color codes. If red color code is there, you can identify the high. Yellow is there, medium. Green is there, so risk is very low. So some color code may use to identify the risk severity. So once we identify the severity, then we will go for the actions. So action, I have identified, we will keep the inventories, because sometimes what happens, the product which is in warranty, now that product is obsolete. So if we will try to make the new parts, it will take some time. So you can fulfill the need, but you are not able to meet the expectations. Warranty claim you can handle, but expectation is within this defined time frame and how fast we can resolve this warranty issue, which is the basically customer expectation. So like this, we can define the actions. So similarly, I have given one example for the legal issues also. Legal issues, most of the companies are not aware about the Motor Vehicle Act, CMVR, Central Motor Vehicle Regulations. So if people are not having any kind of awareness about these Motor Vehicle Acts and CMVR, so how they will ensure that my company is meeting all need and expectation of each and every interested parties. So this is the basically reason for the failures of an organization. So we have to basically provide some trainings to each and every person for product recall. Traceability is very important, because in case of product recall, it is very important how much vehicle we have to recall. So if traceability is not there, then again it may impact on our business. So that's why it is very important to make the traceabilities. So for awareness, HR is responsible. For product recall or traceability, the design teams could be responsible. So I have just, again I am saying, this is just a reference. This is just an example. Take this exercise as an example. So you can see how I align all the elements with the alignment of the previous one. So if you see the definition of the system is set of interrelated activities and elements. So I have tried to interrelate each and every activities with each other, which is called system. Here if you see the clause number 4, context of the organization, interested parties, and the need and expectation of the interested party is the part of clause number 4. If you see the risk analysis and the actions, this is clause number 6. And if you see the responsibility, that is clause number 5. So here I have tried to align the clause number 4, clause number 6 and clause number 5 to align each and every activity with each other. So from here, you can identify the responsible person, you can define the load on each and every process owners, and each and every process owner can understand what is my contribution to meet the organization context. So here you can understand the responsibility of each and every process owner, workload for each and every process owner, how much work important for a process owner, so that you can think about. So I hope this video will help you to determining the context of an organization, their issues, external, internal issues, interested party, it may be external interested party or it may be internal interested party, and the need and expectation of each and every interested party, and what could be the risk if organization is not able to meet the need and expectation of the interested party. What could be the impact? And once we identify the risk and opportunities, then we can go for the severity. Then on the basis of severity, we define the actions, and actions, with action, it is also important who is responsible in my organization to fulfill these actions, to implement these actions. So I hope this video will help you for determining this context of an organization. If you think this video is suitable and good for your organization, you can share this video with your team, with your friends, with your colleagues, and any other members who is interested to implement this context of an organization in realistic manners. So thank you, and thank you very much.